Well, I'm here with Ted Hinrichs, and we're shooting your retirement sale here. And you were a farmer and a teacher,
I was.
but this is a pretty special car. This is a one owner 66 Impala.
65.
65, okay.
Yeah.
And it's an SS.
It's what?
It's an SS 396.
It's Super Sport.
And in 65, what's cool about this, so it's a 4-speed Impala.
Yep.
Because the Impala was a full size, where your Malibu was your mid-size and your Nova was a compact.
Yeah.
But to have a full size, most Impalas probably would have been automatics.
Maybe you're right. Yeah, I guess you're right. Well, we had this as our first car for many years in our family.
Okay.
And one reason why we kept it was all our kids and we got married in this car.
Yep.
We drove away from the church in this car. I've got pictures of us getting married when it was a year old, or 2 years old in Fairmont, and driving this car away. And we drove it down to Arizona. It doesn't have air conditioning, so when we got back, I was in a university program down there, and so we had to come back to Fairmont, where we were living before we got married, both teaching in Fairmont schools, and we had to drive through the desert with this car, and it was not air conditioned, so we rolled the windows down and drove at night.
Yeah.
And we just sailed along just perfectly. But that was our story, and we came back to Minnesota, and then we went back to graduate school.
Where'd you buy it at?
Blue Earth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember what the Chevy dealer was in Blue Earth was called?
I don't recall. It was a Blue Earth Buick Chevrolet.
Okay.
Dealer there.
Was it on the lot, or did you order this?
No, it was in the showroom.
Okay.
When I bought it, and it had been originally purchased by a boy who went to Vietnam and never came back.
Oh.
And he'd only driven it for a month, and then he gave it back to the dealer. So I'm really not the first owner. I was second owner, but it was almost like being first owner, because he didn't drive it long. And he was planning on coming back, but as many people would know, he was one of the ones that did not come back. And he would have come back to this car if he could have bought it when he came back. But he gave it back. He defaulted on it and gave it back to the dealer.
Yep.
And when I saw it sitting on the lot, or in the showroom, it was really a pretty car, and I really thought it was nice. And I had to stretch to be able to buy it back then even. And it cost $24.95, I think, is the way the expenses start on a 65 Super Sport. And one thing led to another, and then we kept driving it, and here we are.
With a 396 and a 4-speed, I bet you had a lot of fun with it.
Well, I can recall driving. We lived in Windham for a couple of years when I worked for the federal government, and I would go up Highway 7, I think it was, to Wilmer, and that was a nice road. And I remember driving 70 on it and getting passed by some Ford going 120 or so. So there was, back in those days, people drove fast.
Yeah.
But anyway, this has been an exciting car to own.
Yeah.
We enjoyed ownership, and we'll kind of miss it, but then anybody who wants to keep it up and drive it occasionally should have fun.
Has this one got a tack in it?
Yeah, right here.
Oh, it does have a tack?
Yeah.
Wow. That's an inland shifter, isn't it? Because I think that was, so you never put a Hurst in it or anything.
No, I wasn't the one to put any new things in.
You didn't want to hot rod it then?
Not really. Well, I was a kind of a wild guy as a kid, and I remember my father, as a mentor, was always, we were good friends, we had a 58 Ford straight stick 6. And I remember on a Saturday night racing down Blue Earth Avenue in Fairmount and knocking the transmission out of that 58 Ford. I was probably a sophomore in high school. And I never got told bad things by my father. He just took it to take it to the dealer and get another transmission in there, and it went fine. So we were happy about it. But anyway, this car has been fun to have. It's got some new things in it, but I haven't completely done it yet, and I want the new owner, if they care, to know that they're going to have to update it some more.
Yep.
We put it doesn't have seat belts. The seat belts are in the trunk.
Okay.
Yeah, because I put new carpeting in. When I put new carpeting in, the seat belts had to come out for that.
Yep.
But they can be put back in. There are seat belts for this car. Things like that.
Was it posi too? Posi traction?
Oh yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember what ratio the rear end was in this?
You ask questions that I probably can't give you
Okay.
the answer to. I'm just a household driver. I'm not a guy who knows all that stuff. So.
Well, now if you want, we can fire it up and we'll.
Yeah, start it up.
Yeah.
It's got dual exhausts.
Yeah, that's a neat car. You got a 148 loader that you bought brand new,
I
right?
did, yes.
At Veldman and Hollandale. And it went on, you were going to put it on that 3020, right?
Yes.
And you didn't like it on there.
Well, it was kind of fun to have it on there, but I needed the tractor for other purposes.
Yep.
And so I took it off. And it was not too hard to take off. And then it never got put back on.
So basically this is, like, that's not a replaced new bucket. That is the original bucket. Yep. This is as close to a new 148 loader as you're probably going to find anywhere.
That is true.
And it doesn't have the big pipe stands out. So that's really cool. I mean, that's not repainted. That is all original. And then when we first pulled in, this 420 really stood out to me because this is an early 420, and I kind of forget. No, I have to look back through my books what the significance is, but it doesn't have the yellow on it. So this was out kind of, I think, the first of the 20 series, because if you look, it doesn't have the leaping deer, the four-legged leaping deer. It has the script like a 40 would have. So most of the 20 series, had the four-legged leaping John Deere in yellow. This has the script like a...
Oh, really?
Yeah, like a 40 or 50, 60, 70 would have. And it didn't get if you look at the font, that's the earlier font, and not the yellow side panels. So this is a super early utility 420. And this is original paint then.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So are the hours, does it have an hour meter on this one?
No.
It doesn't. How many hours? That can't have too many hours on it.
Well, the kind of hours that it has are not the kind that would wear a tractor out anyway.
Right.
It was pulling a blade for driving down the road on a farm.
Look at the drawbar. You haven't done much with that drawbar.
No.
So this is a real peach of a 420 and a pretty rare 420, I think, at that. This is really, really neat to see. I know the 2 cylinders maybe aren't as hot as some stuff now, but that is a really, really neat one.
Yep.
And then we were going to talk about your 4430, because you've had this tractor quite a while.
Yes.
Is this one of your favorites?
Well, I like them all, but I do use that one whenever I can.
And you've had this one a long time.
I have.
And had an overhaul
Well,
not too many hours ago.
the overhaul was a new motor.
Okay. So they actually replaced the block. It was a reman engine, not just an overhaul.
It was a brand new motor.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is a 77 model, so it's a late 4430. How many hours do you think are total on the tractor?
It would say on the filter here 93,630.
Okay.
That's including the old motor.
Do you remember where you bought it?
It was on a farm sale.
Okay.
Yeah, I bought it on a farm sale.
So
I do not remember the people's names, but it was somebody around the Hollandale area, as I recall.
Okay.
And I bought everything that I have in this area.
So dual remotes and a Fassy valve. Yeah, nice old 4430. Yeah, and like I said, it's a late one. Got the updated steps. Got Deere R134A. The AC still work?
Yeah. Whenever any of my stuff needed it, I made sure it got it.
Okay.
That's why everything. We had a step that was wrong. Jeff and I talked about it. I couldn't get. I replaced that step right there by ordering it online, and in 3 days I had it.
Yep.
And it needs paint, but then I thought, well, I'll put it on, and if I have time, I'll get some green paint and put it on it. But anyway, that's the only thing that I've done with this tractor for a while. So.
Okay. Well, yeah. You got a 4440. You haven't had this one as long as the 30, but quad range, 79 model. Just good old honest 4440. Say it's 134A air conditioning.
Yep.
4840. Have you had the 48 a long time?
I have. I bought that on an auction up at Waseca.
Okay.
It had triples on it.
Oh.
And I paid over $30,000 for it when I bought it. Drove it all the way back from Waseca down to here, and I have pulled that 16-year-old planter with it. That's what I used it for. And it's been and
the grain cart, right?
And the grain cart, yeah. Yeah.
Jobs. Well,
it's a nice tractor. It's low hours actually. When you look at a 16-year-old planter, it's not in the field very long.
No, you can get a lot of work done in a short.
Yeah.
Well, it's got cast 18442s with cast duals.
Yep.
So she'll work triple remotes. This must be a later one. Is this an 80?
This is 79.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it's got the turn handle, but so it shows on the water filter. Is it 6,000 some hours then?
Yeah, 69.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess
63.
63.
That would be low hours for
a 4840. Yeah.
40.
Original paint.
Yep.
Yeah. Nice old 4840. And then your combine, this is a 9650, but it's an 03 and it's really low hours.
Yep.
When did you buy this? Was it fairly new?
Well, I'm second owner. It's a 2003 year.
Yep.
I probably bought it in 2006.
Okay.
And I never farmed that many acres, and that's the way it worked. So when I got larger, expanded to 2,700 acres, I put a lot of sweet corn and peas in from the canning company, so I wasn't using my combine that much.
Okay.
And then every year after I got done, if I did have a year of corn harvest and so on, then I would take it into the shop and have them, whatever it needed, it got.
Yep. Okay.
So they were running out of things that it needed the last time I was there. They charged me the same, but they were replacing bearings that had a little bit of warmth to them. Well, I don't know if I would have replaced them otherwise. They didn't look like they needed it too badly.
Okay.
But anyway, they were replaced, and then we had a fella came along and offered me rent, and it was more than I could make farming it, and I took the rent. So I've been renting my farm out off and on, and my story.
Okay. So, and just so people know, how'd you end up with a farm in Austin? So you got a teaching job here?
Well, I was telling you earlier, there was lack of money in the schools after Hormel wasn't sure they were going to stay in town, and they were the big supporter financially of the schools.
Yep.
New superintendent came, and he and I were having coffee, and as I was telling you, he said this budget doesn't work, and so we talked it over a little bit, and I remember what he did. He went to his board, and they talked it over, and then they pink slipped 115 staff members.
Mm-hmm.
And I could see the handwriting on the wall. And they were nice to me. They gave me all kinds of opportunities. But as I told my wife, I said, well, my mother was a teacher, and my father was a farmer, and I'm going to honor them both. And when this land came up for sale, we bought it. And people wondered what I was doing buying a farm, because I had a good education and everything for a good job. But I was very interested in being a farmer.
Okay.
And my father and I were good friends, and we came out here, and then I met some really nice people out here. Your grandfather, Paul Hears, was one of them, and we just had a ball out here making it work. There were years when it was not a good thing, but then I had a job.
Yep.
And we got through it pretty well. We went through the farm crisis of the 80s, and that was another story in Austin.
Yeah.
And I remember
it was hard on the whole town.
I had neighbors that were parking their stuff on this very site because they needed a place where their machinery would be safe. And they felt we were good friends. But there was another family that their combine was closer to town, and somebody put steel posts in the corn. So
Ooh, yep.
That was a problem. And those were the days. And we went through all that, but I was just teaching away and farming. And
Yep.
I stayed out of all that stuff. I didn't go to all that stuff, and this is the way it ended up. And it's been a good journey for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're happy, and our kids are happy. We got a son that's farming. He went to the University of Chicago and became a gold analyst all over the world.
Okay.
And one day he called me and said, "Dad, you got any land that I can buy?" So I sold him that 40 on the corner. If you drive that way, you see a really nice bean field. And he adjusted his planter to be triple, to have double rows. He's the only one I know doing double rows on beans. But anyway, he's got the nicest bean field there now. So that's the way things ended up. And the other son is thinking about retiring and coming to farming too someday.
Okay.
So,
keeping the farm in the family then.
well, some of it, yeah. Everybody has their own land. Todd's got his own land, our oldest boy, and we've got our own. It's all in a trust. And our youngest son is a banker, and he has his own land also.
Okay.
So that's the way we've done it. So nobody has to ask anybody else if they're going to do something. They just do it. So.
Yeah. That works out. So yeah, Andrew and I will walk through your equipment and kind of,
Okay.
show some of the stuff. It's older stuff, but there's some pretty neat things here.
Well, yeah, everything is, when it needed something, it got it.
Yep.
And I always needed a write-off in my farming experience, Schedule F.
Yep.
Stuff. And so I didn't mind spending money on repairs and upkeep on the machinery. And so that's why everything is in pretty good shape.
Yep. Well, sounds good. Well, thanks for showing us stuff.
Yeah, happy to share with you.
Yeah.
There aren't too many farms of this age that are out. I see you got some with newer equipment on.
Yeah, we got a little variety of everything,
Yeah.
from new to old and everything in between. But this is fits a lot of nice, guys' operations that just want to update, and
Yeah.
especially with the times the way they are, it's affordable and
Yep.
well maintained, and they can do a lot of work yet with it.
I just put a new battery in the water truck, so that starts now. But
Yeah.
you got to put these. I'll be happy to get done with all the batteries.
Yeah,
Every one of these pieces of equipment needs a battery. It seems like.
Yeah.
And they're getting to be quite expensive also.
Yeah.
So.
Constant
Yeah. Absolutely. yeah, just to keep, you know, filters and oil and batteries on a fleet of equipment gets expensive. So,
but anyway, if you have any questions, let me know.
yeah,
If I can answer them, but I can't answer all the questions about some of this equipment because I just don't have it. I relied on other people to do the right thing. And, this tractor starts really good.
Yeah. Oh, it's a nice old 4840.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Got an 87 9370 International. So this would have been the probably the first year that they were Navistar IH, but 3406B. I'm assuming, is it 4 1/4 horse? There is an air to air. Yeah, it must be 425 horse.
Yep, right in that range.
13 speed, Fuller in it. Bud wheels, day cabbed. I mean, they added it had a small bunk on it at one point, but clean. Like 1987, this thing is nice, and they had it running.
Frame's nice.
Yeah, and it runs like a top, like just.
I just spent some money at the shop in Alberley and just followed up the name, but
okay. Yeah, this. I don't. Is it an Eagle? I wonder. Got the Eagle interior. I guess we know when we look at the interior, but oh yeah, no, there is no Eagle emblems. But boy, that thing is clean.
It is pretty straight in there.
How many? Because it's really low miles, isn't it?
460,000.
460,000 miles on a 1987 truck. Yeah. That is a sweet truck. Air ride. I can't remember if that was a IH design or a Hinrichs or something, but looks like new bags. I wouldn't be afraid of this truck.
Yeah.
The old Timpty hopper. You know, it's got the tub on it, but looks pretty straight.
Yeah, it doesn't seem a lot of winter work the way it looks. I mean, for
No.
this age, she'd be a lot tougher there than that. The shackles and stuff look pretty decent.
Yeah, aluminum buds on it.
Nope.
Again,
Ted didn't farm a ton, and he did candy crop, you know, so.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't. So.
Yeah.
Great old trailer.
Really is. You know, it'd clean up. You're young guy and ambitious. You can polish those wheels.
Yep.
She'd look all right. Still not a bad looking trailer. It's just it's an older Timpty. I don't. Does it say what year this is?
Timpty is. I can tell you here in a second. 92.
92. All right.
42 foot.
So yeah, it's a pretty neat old setup, but boy, she sounds good. Boy, you don't have to worry about DEF on this.
No, not at all.
No emissions codes.
No.
It won't give you any codes.
No. Yeah, that's the way you like to see them.
Yeah, we'll show you with the hood down because it's pretty nice looking. You know, they repainted this and
yep, it's been redone, but it's
good
been a
looking.
while, but yeah, looks pretty sharp.
Hoe and an 8-row cultivator with rolling shields, right?
Yep.
Must have been is this a bale mover, a head cart, like homemade?
I think he was going to build a heavy duty hay rack, I think, or water tender or something out of it, and never got to it.
That's pretty heavy gear. Is that like, it might be a Bradford maybe or something?
Yep.
But it's 8-bolt. It looks, is it 8-bolt?
Yep.
Yeah, it's 8-bolt gear. Wow. It's a heavy gear.
Hit the old bale carrier there with that.
A deer one. We had one like that when I was a kid. PTO drive though, not electric motor.
Yeah.
477 New Holland haybine. Boy, that's a cool little haybine. Really is. New Holland rake.
Yeah, one baler, 14T, and then one parts baler.
Okay. Yeah, they shake hands with danger there with your PTO shield.
Yeah.
If you remember those videos in front egg class for fun.
Nice little grain drill.
Yep, Van Brunt mechanical lift, rotary mower and a back blade, barge box. Must have a hoist. I see a hydraulic hose.
Yeah.
And then were they doing potatoes or?
I think for his garden he had this. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Must be for sorting.
Yeah. So that Hollandale area kind of known for a lot of that equipment, you know.
Yeah, a lot of vegetable stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, they had that peat land down there. It's like a tank to put on one of the tractors, maybe?
Front mounted tank there. I think it was on that 48 4D.
Okay, for liquid fertilizer.
Yep.
Got some hog feeders.
You bet. No plow and some goodies there from the livestock days.
A lot of augers. That hog equipment, I don't know, that stuff's kind of coming back.
Yeah. Well, where do you find a
buy a new
anymore
one
that ain't shot, you know?
Right. Some more augers. This
one here on the left is pretty decent.
must be a Farm King.
Yeah.
And it's got a hydraulic hopper on it.
Yep.
Hopper walker.
And hydraulic assist there for moving it in and out.
Yeah. That's a really nice auger. Is that a 10 or 13?
1380 maybe.
It's gotta be, right?
You see the D85, I think it says unit.
Oh wow.
Yep, 1385.
That's pretty cool. Nice sprayer, L&D.
Yep, little pull typer.
Yep. Rock picker. There's a few of them around here.
You bet.
Then we got a 1770. Is that a finger pickup?
Single row.
Oh, it is a vac.
Nope, it's got vac. Yep, vac system.
Okay.
Yep.
Liquid fertilizer.
Yep.
Max merge plus. Is this conservation? I wonder.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm not sure of that, but
row cleaners.
Yep. A lot of the closing, bearing stuff has been gone through.
Okay.
And Ted hasn't farmed for a couple of years now, so things have sat. But there was a lot of stuff done right before he quit. So
okay.
So
a couple stock choppers and a big old DMI ripper.
Yep.
What are the field cultivators? They 960s or 980s?
One's a 980, the other one's a 960.
Okay.
So
what size are they? 40s?
44, 42 or 44 on the 980, and then like a 36 footer on the 960.
Okay. And he had a 4-wheel drive that he had sold.
Yeah, we sold a 9230 for him here a couple of years ago.
Okay.
That was his big pulling tractor. So
old Dacon disc and a
heavy,
220 deer.
Heavy old girl there.
It is. Yep. Well, they made some
made a lot of equipment
metal.
With Dacon.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Pumped out a lot of stuff.
And 893.
Yep, 893. Thought it had updated rollers and stuff in it, but we should take a look.
It's a later 893.
Yeah, it's got the 50 series drives, obviously, to fit onto the combine.
Knife rolls, looks
got hydraulic
like.
deck plates, knife rolls, yep.
Yep.
So, not showing too much wear. They look pretty good.
No, yeah, it's definitely a late 893.
Yep.
This combine is, yeah.
It's pretty cherry.
It is. So, yeah. So, the sale's Friday.
Yep, this Friday, August 22nd, right here. It's right outside of Austin. It's an Albert Lee address, but we're just, you can see the water tower from Austin here.
Right.
Out in this area, the addresses are kind of goofy that way, but Freeborn County line is, I think, within feet of it here.
Right.
But yeah, we're right outside west of Austin, Minnesota. So we got a nice lineup of older, good, clean stuff. We got 4840, 4440, 4030 with a new motor in it. The 60 or 9650 low houred.
Yeah.
It's got the moisture mapping capability built in it, that vintage. His manual set's not touch set, yet with that vintage, but yeah, it's got a lot of good things going for it.
Yeah, and it is a late one.
Yep.
It really is.
And
so
it looks nice.
yeah. So Friday, Hamilton Marion Auction. You can probably HamiltonMarionAuction.com.
Yep, HMAuction.com. Get you there. Yeah, get there, get on their line and register if you want to bid online or in person. Yeah, we've been having great turnouts in our live auctions, and
even if you push comes to shove and you need to work something, if you want to be here, you don't want to just online bid, you'll find somebody to work with you, right?
Yep. You guys, if you have trouble with getting logged in or whatever, give us a shout. we'll service. We'll give you service. So whatever you need there, you know, if you can't make it to the auction, give us a call. We'll figure out something. So.
All right. Well, sounds good.